Shana Tova Umetuka, everyone. Wishing you all a good and sweet new year. I want to first welcome you all to my home. I know this is a bit of a different situation for the high holidays than we're used to. For example, normally we would all be hanging out in the youth activity rooms at shul. Of course, this year we are all settled into our homes. Perhaps you've decided to dress up and make believe that you're at shul. Maybe you're dressed a little bit down like me. Maybe you're in your jammies eating cereal while you watch this. Either way, you've found a way to celebrate the Chagim with your family and with us, your Beth Tikvah family. And we're so excited to share some of the things that we have planned and we would have done with you in person. So sit back, relax, think about the year to come, think about the year that's been, and enjoy with us as we do some stories with Rabbi Lewis, music with Tibby, activities with me, and of course, some fun with our very special guest, Ben and Jonah. You'll wait till the end of the video to see what they have planned for you. Thank you so much for joining us. I wish we could all be together, and I cannot wait till we're all together in person again. Shana Tova again. Happy New Year. Stay safe, everybody.
Shana Tova. I want to tell you a quick story. It's one of my favorite Jewish stories there is. Once there was a man who lived in a small town. He was a very rich man. And one day when he was at synagogue, he was listening to the rabbi's sermon. And he heard about the days long, long, long ago in the ancient temple, when the priests, the Kohanim, would offer bread on the altar to God. And he thought to himself, God eats bread? Whoa! I have the best challah in not just this town and the city and this whole country, probably the best in the world, because I have the #1 baker. So I'm going to have my baker make me some extra challah next week, because if God likes bread, I have the best bread for God. So the following week, what does he do? He has his baker prepare an extra 2 loaves of challah, and he brings them to the synagogue. He gets there early before the service starts, and he sneaks up to the ark, and he says to the ark, God, I want to thank you for all the amazing blessings I have in my life. I want to show my appreciation, so I'm going to give you this bread. It's the best bread you're ever going to eat. So he opens the ark, he puts the challahs in, and he closes it. And he goes back to his seat for the service to begin. Afterwards, he goes home, so happy that he was able to give this bread, this challah, the best challah in the whole world, to God. But he doesn't know what's happening, because later that night, after the service, there was another man in town. As opposed to the richest man in town, this man was the poorest. He had almost nothing. And after the service ended, he waited for everybody to leave. And one by one, after everybody had left, he went up to the ark. And he said, God, please God, I'm so appreciative for everything I have, for my health, for my family. But I'm a poor man. I have no money. I can't even buy a Shabbat dinner for my family. I don't have money to buy candles and candlesticks. I don't have money for wine for Kiddush. God, I don't even have money to buy challah. Challah for Friday night Shabbos dinner with my family. Please, God. Please, he pleaded. I need a miracle. I need something to bring home to my family for Shabbat dinner. And with that, he banged as hard as he could on the door of the ark, just in desperation. And what happens? The door cracks open, and 2 beautiful, fresh challah roll out of the ark. And the man is just amazed. A miracle! A miracle! A miracle happened! And he rushes home with these 2 chalot, the best smelling chalot he's ever had in his life, he's ever seen. He runs home to tell his family about the miracle. I was pleading with God, and God provided us challah for our Shabbos table. The next morning, After Shabbat services, the rich man, the man who had put the chalot in the ark, he stays behind. And he goes up to the ark thinking that he must have been crazy. What was he thinking trying to give God challah? Trying to feed God by putting food into an ark. But he opens the ark and he is shocked. He's amazed. A miracle happened, a miracle! Because the chalot are gone. They're not there. Not even a crumb is left. God must have loved it so much, he thinks. Next week, I have some of the best wine in town, the fanciest wine because it comes from a faraway country. I'm going to bring a bottle of wine for God too, along with the chalot. Then we'll see what a great Shabbos dinner God has. So the next week he sneaks in before the service starts, and he puts the challah in the ark, he puts the wine in the ark, and he thanks God for all the amazing things in his life and says, God, I just want to share something with you. But again, that Friday night after services, after the rich man and everyone else has gone home, the poor man goes up to the ark. And he says, God, please God, I know I don't deserve it. You did a miracle for me last week. They were the best chalot I've ever had in my life. But again, I have nothing to feed my family for Shabbat. Nothing to put on our Shabbat table. Please, God, if there's anything you can do. And he opens the ark, and he's shocked and amazed at the miracle he sees. Not only are there 2 chalot again, 2 beautiful chalot, just like the week before, but now there's a bottle of fine wine. The best Kedem grape juice you've ever seen in your life. So he takes them home and tells his family about the amazing miracle God did for them. And this goes on again and again. The rich man comes to services the next day, feeling silly for putting these things in the ark. And he's amazed. A miracle happened. Everything's gone. God ate it all. God knows how thankful I am. And the poor man each week coming and finding the food that the rich man had placed in there. And it happens not just with challah, not just with wine. But eventually the man starts bringing, this is the best chicken recipe, the best chicken soup, the best matzah balls you've ever had, God. You got to try them. And putting them into the ark. The best gefilte fish. The best everything, one after the other. Till he's carrying trays and trays of food and sneaking them into the ark before Shabbos. And afterwards, the poor man goes up to the ark thanking God for the week before his miracle and being amazed that his prayers are answered again as each week he's getting more and more and more food. This goes on until finally one day the rabbi got to synagogue just a little bit early. And the rabbi was getting there, making sure everything was in order, everything looked nice. And he sees this man putting food into the ark. And he says, "What are you doing? You don't put food into an ark. That's where the Torah goes." And the man said, "Rabbi, you don't understand. Every week I felt silly. But every week God eats my full offering. I'm feeding God an entire Shabbos meal meant for 20. There's so much food I'm putting in here. But every week God eats every bit of it." And the rabbi thinks for a moment. And he's unsure what to do. But then he decides, you know what, let's wait and see. So he tells the rich man to stay with him after services. They walk out, but they quietly look in through the window of the synagogue. And that's when they see it. That's when they figure out what has been going on. They see the man go up to the ark, the poor man. They see him say to God, "Please, God, I don't deserve another miracle, but I need your help this week again." And the man opening the ark and seeing all the amazing food, everything that's in there, and thanking God for all that he's been provided so he can take it home and bring it to his family. But the rabbi stops him. He comes in with the rich man and he says, "The two of you, I hope you realize what's been happening. This is a miracle. But it's not a miracle that God's doing. It's a different miracle. You, sir, you have so much. You're so wealthy, and you want to show your appreciation. And you thought the miracle was that God was eating all this food you put into the ark. But that's not the miracle. The miracle is that rather than becoming selfish, you're continuing to share. You're realizing what an amazing blessing it is that you have so much, and you're offering something to others who have less, even if you didn't realize it. And the poor man, he says, the miracle isn't that God's providing for your Shabbos table each week, but that this man, this wealthy man, is not just worried about himself, but he's trying to be thankful for all that he has. And that he's giving you all this food, even if you don't realize it. The miracle, the rabbi said, is that people care about each other. Is that people are doing something for the next person. That's the miracle. There are big miracles like splitting the sea, miracles that God does. But there are little miracles too, miracles that we don't always appreciate. And it's not that it wasn't a miracle. It was. But the miracle was when two people thought about somebody else other than themselves. And the rich man and the poor man were talking, thanking each other for the opportunity. The rich man said, I'm so appreciative. I have so much. I love that I finally have somebody to share it with. And the poor man said, you have no idea what it means for me and my family to have food for Shabbos dinner. And then the rich man had an idea. He says, I sit all alone in this big house. Maybe you and your family would like to come eat dinner with me every Shabbat. We can have a nice meal in my home, so you can give me company, people to celebrate Shabbat with, people to sing songs with, tell Shabbat stories with, say the Shabbat blessings with, and most of all, eat all this delicious food. Because I realize now I wasn't really sharing with God, I was sharing with you. But it felt just as good. So that, my friends, is the miracle. The miracle isn't just those big moments that we think of. Miracles are everyday moments. I want you to think now about the miracles that you can do. They're not just big things that God does for us, but there are miracles that each of us can perform for other people. So I want you to think as we enter this new year, what is something nice that you can do for your friends, for your family? What are miracles you can do for the people you love? For the members of our community? What can you do that for someone else would be a miracle, would be something so special, would make their life so much better? Maybe it's picking up trash to make the world a better place. Maybe it's collecting food for people in need. Maybe it's just smiling a little bit more and saying please and thank you to help brighten other people's day. These are all miracles. So just like the characters in the story, I want you to remember, miracles aren't just for God. You can do miracles too if you try. Shana Tova.
Okay, everybody, we are going to do a very hug-friendly craft here. So I'm going to start with a perfectly square piece of paper. This one is very seasonal. I'm going to flip it over and I'm going to fold it diagonally to make a nice line all the way across. I'm going to open that up. I'm going to use this seam as a marker. So I'm taking a corner here and I'm folding it until it touches the seam we just made. Fold that nice and tight. And let's go the other way. Now I haven't told you what I'm making yet. Maybe you can guess. So far, it looks like an ice cream cone, but that can't be right. Ice cream cones aren't part of a hug. So let's keep going. Let's take these corners and bring them to the seam again. So we're making a thinner version of what we already had. Okay, now it looks like a kite, but I don't think that's right. We're not done yet. Besides, I don't really fly a kite in autumn. It's more of a summer activity. Okay. We're going to take the top point and fold it over like an envelope. We're going to take the bottom point and fold that in. Now we're going to start making pleats. How do we do that, you ask? Well, we fold this all the way over, and then we fold it back, leaving a little bit still tucked aside. And then we're going to keep doing that over and over again until we have what looks like a pyramid. No, we're not making a pyramid, because that's definitely a different hug. So let's see, how many times can I do this? Ooh, that was a bunch. I have about 5 pleats here. Now we're not done yet. We're gonna fold this over like a hot dog. No, this isn't gonna be a hot dog. What could this possibly be? Fold that nice and tight. And now we're gonna very slowly pull our pleats out so that they can bend and create a bit of an angle. And now we have a little baby shofar. We have a lot of baby shofars here. All right, guys, that's our super easy hug-friendly craft. I hope to see what you made.
בראש השנה יכתבו וביום צום כיפור יחתמו בראש השנה יכתבו וביום צום כיפור יחתמו ותשובה ותפילה וצדקה ממירים את גרוע הגזרה ותשובה ותפילה וצדקה ממירים את רוע הגזרה Nai, 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 hai, nai, na, nai, hai, nai, na, nai, nai, na, 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 nai, nai, na, nai, hai, nai, na, nai, 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 na, nai, hai, nai, na, nai, 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 na, nai, na, nai. אתה המלך החי וקיים ואתה המלך החי וקיים אתה המלך החי וקיים ואתה המלך החי וקיים בראש השנה יכתבו וביום צום כיפור יחתמו בראש השנה יכתבו וביום צום כיפור יחתמו Nai, 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 ai, nai, na, nai, ai, nai, na, nai, nai, na, nai, na, 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 nai, ai, nai, 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 na, nai, ai, nai, 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 nai. Nine, 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 nine.
Hi everyone, ready for another edible craft this time? I personally like activities where I can eat the finished product. So Rabbi Sachs' story today was all about how someone was opening up the Aron and finding food. Well, that got me thinking. Normally in the Aron we have our Torah. What if we could make an edible Torah? I think that sounds delicious. So we're gonna need some very simple ingredients. So I've got some tortilla shells. If you don't have tortillas and you wanna make this right away, you can just use bread and you can roll it out to make it nice and pliable. So it's about the same consistency of a tortilla. Then you're gonna want some long veggies. I have these cute little carrot sticks. You could also use cucumber, you could use celery, whatever you like, maybe some peppers. I'm gonna use some cream cheese. You can also use hummus for this, or if you're really strange, peanut butter. I don't know if that goes. And then I've got my little pizza cutter. So this is so easy. I'm just going to take a tortilla and I'm going to use my pizza cutter. Maybe this is something for mom and dad to help with. And I'm going to cut my tortilla until it looks like the scroll of the Torah. It kind of does look like clef, doesn't it? And now I'm going to take my cream cheese or hummus. I'm going to spread a nice layer on there. Woo! You got away from me. This is sort of acting as our glue, but it also makes it a little more delicious because no one likes to eat just plain tortilla. Ugh. Okay, and then I'm going to take my carrot sticks. I'm going to take one and I'm going to roll it up until I got to the middle. I'm going to take the other one and roll it up. And now I'm going to just take a little green onion to tie it up just like the little belt that our Torah actually wears. And I tied it up. There we have it, a little edible Torah. So this is delicious. But what if you want a little bit of a sweeter treat? Let's try to make that. So instead of my instead of my carrots, I have pretzel sticks. And instead of my tortilla, I have a fruit by the foot or any other similar dried fruit snack that you might have. Okay, I haven't had one of these in a very long time. I'm kind of excited to see it in my house. Unroll it. Oh my gosh, it's going to take as long as it takes to actually unroll the Torah. And just like with the carrot sticks, we're going to start on one end and we're going to roll it up till we get halfway. I feel like fruit by the foot is misleading. This is fruit by the many, 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 many feet. Okay, I'm going on the other side now. Wouldn't you love to open up the Aron and find both the Torah that you normally see on the Chagim and then something delicious that you can snack on during service? Not during Yom Kippur, obviously. But I wouldn't mind having this while I'm waiting in shul. Okay. So I've got my lovely little Torah here. I have a little bit of frosting because I like having frosting in the house. So I'm going to dip this in the frosting. Yum, 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 yum. Got some chocolate frosting. And I have sprinkles. So I'm going to dip those. And now we have a beautiful and festive and edible Torah for dessert after we have our delicious, healthy one. Thanks so much for doing this with me, guys. Shana Tova.
Hello, everybody. I'm Ben Train, and this is Jonah Babbins, and we're from the Toronto Magic Company.
We are so excited that you're here because today, not only are we going to show you some magic, but also we're going to teach you some magic too that you're going to be able to do today, tomorrow, forever.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah, really.
That's exciting. But before we do it, let's play a little game.
Yes, I have a little game like this. This is a game that involves a ball and a cup And the game is really, really easy. All you have to do is guess whether the ball is going to be here inside my hand or here underneath the cup. Now,
And when we say guess where it is, we really mean it. So you at home, I want you to try to guess. And if you guess correctly, you get $100.
Really?
Yeah, from their parents. You just have to tell your mom and dad.
Tell your parents.
Yeah, they have to give it to you.
But here's the catch. I'm a magician. Okay, so I'm going to do my best to make it a little bit hard to follow along. Watch close the first round. 1,
Okay, I'm watching.
2, 3. Where would you say the ball is if you were to just guess in my hand or under the cup?
Yeah, me too. That's right. In your hand.
That's right, it is in my hand. But unfortunately, that would be the boring start to a magic show. So unfortunately, it is underneath the cup. Let's try it again. I know I'm a little bit confused too. 1, 2,
And I'm watching.
3. This time, no hints. Where is it?
I'm going to listen to them and say in your hand.
Now, here's the thing. If you said that it was under the cup, that would be wrong. But if you said that it was inside my hand, that's also wrong. Yeah, I'm confused too. It's under the cup. Let me explain to you how this whole thing works, okay? I'm going to show you.
I think you're cheating.
No. I'm going to show you guys, okay? Watch close.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. In my hand or under the cup?
Okay. I was going to say your hand, but a bunch of people are saying in the cup.
It's actually in the cup. But it's not this cup. It's that cup. Turn over your cup. Oh, yeah. Okay, let me really show you guys how this works. I'm going to do it at 1/10 the speed. Watch close. 1/10 the speed. No. What? It's a ball. That is 1/10 the speed, but sometimes people want me to do it a little bit quicker, so that's what it looks like when I do it a little bit quicker. Now, people ask themselves, they say to themselves, Jonah, I think I know how this works.
Jonah, I think I know how this works.
Ah, you were thinking that to yourself.
I was.
People think that the way this works is they think that there is a second ball. Because if it's in my hand and under the cup and in his cup, maybe there's a second ball. And there is. But the second ball looks a little bit different.
Jonah, I think you have 2 balls.
I do. The second one is a little bit bigger. It's a little bit different. It actually is a citrus fruit. That is it, a citrus fruit. It is a lime. And here's what I say to myself. I say to myself that if people didn't notice the lime, then they definitely didn't notice the lemon.
What?
Yeah, the lemon. The lemon is the other one I leave under the cup with the lime. That's the lime. That's the lemon. Somehow they both fit in together. I don't really know how.
Sangria at our house.
Yeah, we're making
If you bring IDs.
lemonade. Lemonade you can have.
Oh, yeah, lemonade.
Lemonade, yeah.
Forgot.
But I don't know what we're gonna do with this, but thank you guys.
Drinks
thank
later.
You guys. Drinks maybe. I don't
Drinks
know.
later.
I'm
What a weird game. What a weird game. This is the kind of weird, wacky fun we have here at the Toronto Magic Company headquarters. And now we're going to teach you some magic. But
Before we do, yes,
Before we do.
I want to use this opportunity to share that every single one of us is in a really unique position right now, entering the new year in this strange time. Nobody has ever entered, the year in the time, in the way that we are right now. And one thing that we can all take from this is because our calendars have totally changed and totally shifted, we have an opportunity to fill our time with the things that is really, really meaningful. And for Ben and I, not only have we been able to perform magic and share magic, but we use our time to do good for our community and do good for the world. And you might be asking yourself, like, how do I do good for the world? I'm just one person. But the answer is all you have to do is help one person. You can do that using magic, or you can do that using whatever skills it is that you have. Whether you dance, whether you play music, whether you play guitar, whether you like to put on events, rap, sing, anything, art, anything that you want to do, you can find a way to leverage that and help your community and help some people. So you've got a little bit of extra time on your hands. What can you do to make the world a better place?
Think about it like this. Doing good creates a ripple effect. So start with one person and that will spread to others. Start with a second, it continues.
And I want to share on that. Some people make it seem like doing something good is this really, really impossible thing you have to do. Oh, you have to go and travel to the other side of the world, and you have to, but really all you have to do is help one person. And you can do that using the skills that you currently have. So for us, that's magic. For you, maybe that's magic, maybe that's something else. Now's the opportunity to go. You got a little bit of extra time on your hands. And we have some extra time on our hands to teach you guys some magic. Do you guys want to learn some magic?
Right now?
Yes, right now.
Right now!
Right in this moment.
Okay,
Ben,
let's do it.
Can you show them a trick?
Oh my, I did not expect you
Yeah,
to
I
put
just
me on this
decided
spot.
you.
Okay, let's do a trick. Jonah,
Yes.
have you ever had your mind read by a man who looks like this?
Never.
Oh, okay, this is exciting. Jonah, I want you to...
Much better looking men usually read my mind.
Yeah, you've had a strange but extraordinarily
Crazy past,
interesting life.
yeah.
Jonah, I want you to think about a card and take it out of the deck.
Okay.
Think of a card and then take it out of the deck.
Got it.
Do you have one?
Yep.
Do you want to change your mind?
No, I like it.
Okay, put the card back.
Should I show them?
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Show them.
There we go. Yep, got it.
Put it back.
Put it back. Done.
And I lose it inside the deck. Now, Jonah, in a moment, I'm going to try to figure out the card that you just thought of. Okay? But I have to first establish a baseline you. I have to get to know you. So I'm going to ask you 3 questions. I want you to answer with the first thing that comes to your mind. Are you ready?
Okay.
Cat or dog?
Dog.
Ketchup or mustard?
Mustard.
Day or night?
Night.
Wow.
Day and night.
Wow. Interesting answers. Okay, I know those didn't sound important to you at home, but now I know a little bit about the way Jonah thinks. And I know a little bit about the way he responds honestly to questions. So Jonah, what I want you to do is this. Just look at me, and I want you to count, or go through the values of the cards, ace, 2, 3, 4, all the way to king. Go. Say them out loud.
Ace, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, Jack, Queen, King.
Okay, now do the same thing, but say hearts, diamonds, club, spade.
Hearts, diamonds, club, spades.
Do it one more time. Hearts, diamonds, club, spade.
Hearts, diamonds, club, spades.
Do it one more time and say spade, club, heart, diamond.
Spade, club, heart, diamond.
Jonah, I'm going to take out a card. I don't know if this is right or not. You thought of one card. That's true. And you showed it to them, so you can't lie now. Jonah, for the very first time, what was the card that you thought of?
The 2 of spades. It's exactly the 2 of spades! Oh my goodness, are you going to teach them how this works?
I'm going to teach you how it works right now.
Really? You can read someone's mind?
So this is a mind reading trick, and you can look at somebody and just read their mind really quickly, or you can do this fun little presentation where you ask them questions. We'll talk about that in a second. But first, let's talk about how this trick works. So it starts off with a normal deck of cards. It can even be missing cards. If it's missing cards, I go like this. I spread them and say, Jonah, look at any card you want to remember it, and take it out of the deck and show it to everybody. Now, what Jonah doesn't know is before this trick began, I secretly looked at the bottom card and I remembered it. In this case, the 5 of spades. So when Jonah takes out a card, any card, I say, remember that, show it to everybody. I already know that the bottom card is the 5 of spades. Now I do this. I lift off some cards, I place them on the table and say, put your card back. And I place all the cards in my hand, including the card I remembered, the 5 of spades, on top of his. Now, I could look at Jonah and just try to read his mind, or we could do the premise that are the presentation you saw, which is I asked Jonah to answer 3 questions. And you can make these questions whatever you want. This is a chance.
Weird, wacky, wild, anything.
This is a chance for you to have fun and be creative. So we like animals, so cats and dogs. We love barbecue, so I say ketchup and mustard. And Jonah and I, we're night people. I knew he was going to say night. You know, it's just a thing. So you can ask whatever questions are interesting to you. And as soon as these questions
What's
don't
your
really
favorite
matter.
candy? Ask what books they read,
what's
what
your book or
movies they
movie?
like, anything.
Favorite sport, favorite hobby. It's a good way for you to learn about people and a good way to share about yourself. But other than that,
just
his
kind of
answers
fun.
don't matter
Yeah.
in terms of how the trick works. Because now you look at them and you say, think of your card.
Got it?
I think I know what it is. And I pick up the deck.
And that's, of course, not true.
I have no idea what it is yet. I have no idea. But what I do know is this. The card I remembered, the 5 of spades, went directly on top of Jonah's card. Which means when I turn the deck over, that 5 of spades is now directly underneath Jonah's card. Power of topology. So I don't know what Jonah's card picked, but I know that it's right on top of my 5 of spades. So I act like I know what Jonah's card is. Think of your card.
Got it?
Okay, good. I got it too. And now I look through the cards until I see the 5 of spades, and I see it. And I know the card above it is the ace of diamonds. And I pull it out, and I put it down, and I say, Jonah, what was your card?
The ace of diamonds.
And then they name it. And he can't lie now because everybody else saw it. And he turns it over.
Boom, that is exactly the ace of diamonds. Can I go through one more time?
Yes, please.
Okay, so first I say, think of any card.
Got it.
You have one? Okay, I'm going to spread the cards like this, and I want you to go ahead and take out the card that you're thinking.
Got it.
What nobody knows is before we started, I remembered the bottom card of the deck. In this case, it is the ace of diamonds. So now I say, have you looked at your card? Have you showed it to everybody?
Yes.
Amazing. I'm going to take some cards off. You can put it in. Yep, and then I'm going to take the rest and put them on top like this. Look at me. I'm going to try to absorb the card through your brain. Didn't do anything. But now I go and look through the deck, and now I'm looking for my
Actually
ace
fixed my back
of
pain.
diamonds, which is over here, which means his card is over here. I'm going to take it out of the deck. I'm going to put it down. Ben, for the very first time, what was the name of the card that you were thinking?
The 5 of clubs.
Really?
No, just joking. It was the king of hearts.
Because that's
They
exactly
suck.
it. The
Yes!
king of hearts. Unbelievable. So now you guys can do a trick with any deck of cards, anytime, anywhere. That's right.
I love it.
That's
I
true.
love it. And you know what?
Yeah.
The only problem with this trick is, Jonah,
Yes.
that once they do it for people, everyone's going to say to them, show me another trick.
Well, I have good news.
What?
I'm about to show you guys how to do another trick.
What a coincidence!
This is a trick that involves a coin and a pen, but what's cool about this trick is it's done standing up. So I'm going to go move, bam,
Grab a
into
chair.
our little studio. Bazam! Hello, here I am in standing up land, and the table's gone. Don't go so low that you see my feet. Okay, so this is the trick.
These are the pants that he chose to wear for this
They're
shoot.
nice, right? This is plaid. This is, in fact...
It's actually mattress, but
I
whatever.
hate you. Okay, so this is a coin, and this is the vanishing coin trick. Ben, people at home, they can hear it, but they can't see it. Can you feel it? Is that coin really there?
That coin is really
And
there.
you guys can see really close in the camera. That really is there. This is the vanishing coin trick. I want you to watch close. It's going to happen fast. 1, 2, 3. Oh, actually, I lied to you. It wasn't the coin that vanished. It was actually the pen. I put the pen up here behind my ear. I'm going to do it one more time. This time, you're actually going to be able to watch close and see the coin vanish. Watch close. 1, 2, 3. Gone!
Open your hands.
You don't want to just believe me?
I never in my life.
Well, good news. It's completely and entirely gone, and now I get to do the coin has vanished happy dance. Okay, let me show you guys how this works. This is so easy, so fun. Maybe some people at home know a little bit, but I'm going to show you guys because this is so wonderful. The coin ended up in my pocket. I'm going to show you guys how it got there. This entire trick is done. I know this is going to be strange, although it looks like it's done with your hands. This entire trick is done with your feet. What? Yes, with your feet, really. Because, and you'll notice that I stood up to do this trick, because I need to point my body in really, really separate directions, because that is what's going to make the trick actually work. So first, when I start, the pencil is going to end up going behind this ear, so I want my feet pointing that way, so that the ear is hidden. Watch close. Feel the coin in my hand, and I go like this. 1, 2, I leave the pencil on my ear, I come down with nothing, and I say 3. And now I have nothing in my hand, and they can't really see the pencil. So now I wait for a second, and I go, haha, I was just kidding. I made the pencil disappear, but look. And now I'm going to turn from my feet pointing that way to pointing that way. So watch. I say, look, I actually put it behind my ear. And it's at this moment right now that I drop the coin in my pocket. But nobody sees that because I'm up here, and I go, boop. It was behind my ear, and I come back with a fist as if the coin is still there. And now I say, okay, it's going to vanish. Watch close. 1, 2, 3. Now, they don't know the coin is already inside my pocket. They say, open up your hand, open up your hand. I say, okay. Bam! And it's gone. But really, I stuck it in my pocket. So, I'm going to show you guys a few little secret tips to make sure this whole thing works. The first thing is like this. When people try it, they always go like this. They go, 1, 2, 3. And they can't get it up on their ear. And the reason is because they're trying to do it too quickly. So this is what I actually do. I go like this. I go all the way up onto my ear like this. And then I come down and I say 1. Then I go all the way up on my ear like this. Then I come down and say 2. Then I go all the way up on my ear like this. And I leave it and I come down and I say 3. And now I have nothing. And now I'm going to do the turn. So I'm going to go, actually it's behind my ear. And I'm going to turn. So my feet are pointing this way. Now I'm going to drop it in my pocket. Make sure I come out with that hand in a fist. And now I'm ready. Boop, 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 boop. And the whole thing is gone. Now you've seen me do it. You've seen me explain it. Ben, do you want to try everything you just learned? Here is the pencil. Here is the coin. Give it a whirl.
Okay. This is my magic wand, and this is my coin. I'm not bragging. I'm just letting you know. Watch as I make this coin disappear. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Wait. Hold on, something went wrong. The coin didn't disappear. The pencil did. Okay, not really. I actually put it up here. Hold on. I'll do it for real this time. Watch. Watch as I make the coin disappear. 1, 2. No, really. 3. As I make that coin disappear.
That is unbelievable. And now you guys can do the exact same thing.
I just realized I made fun of your pants. And
you're wearing even
sweatpants.
sillier pants. Now, I know what you might be thinking. You might say, Jonah, what do I do if I don't have pockets? That's a good question, right? Can I have the coin back?
It vanished.
Well, check this out. This is my new patent pending Instapocket. You poke your shirt into your pants, and bam! You have a pocket. Boom, like this. And if you say, Jonah, what if I don't have a pocket and I don't have a shirt? Well, then don't do this trick, right? I think that's a good. And the other option is people say about the ear. They say, Jonah, what if I can't fit it on my ear?
Jonah?
Yeah.
What happens if I can't fit it on my ear?
Great question. So there's a few options. Number one, if you're somebody who wears glasses, you can tuck it into your glasses. If you've got hair, big hair tied up in the back, then you can stick it in your hair. Or, and this is one of my favorites, I call this the Ninja Turtle method, and it looks like this. 1, 2, 3. And you stick it in your shirt like this, like a Ninja Turtle with a sword of his own. So now you can do it with no ear, no hair. You got to wear a shirt. But if you have no shirt, no ears, no hairs, and no pants, then don't do this trick. Do another trick. Maybe this one is not for you. Guys, we want to use this opportunity to thank you so much. This was so amazing, not only to share magic, but also to teach some fun stuff that you're going to be able to do forever, today, tomorrow, next week, the week after, and so on.
And if you have any questions about any of the magic, or you want to get involved in any of the cool stuff we're doing with the magic community, reach out to us at the Toronto Magic Company. Or if you want to get involved with anything that your shul is doing, or anything that your different youth groups are doing, reach out to them. Do it.
Absolutely.
Make it happen.
Remember, we got a little bit of extra time on our hands in the next few months to spend on doing what's important to us. And hopefully you can spend that on your community and helping the people that need it most. Thank you so much. Ben and I had such a blast, and we hope you did too.
Happy holidays.